What's up, friends? Welcome back to the fourth film in the Scream franchise, or Scree 4M, as the title is displayed on the disc in the case. I cannot wait to get into this one. Even though I didn't love Scream 3 as much as the first two, I still can't wait to see what they do with the next two films. Especially interested to see what changes with this one and the next one, because unlike the others, I looked up when this one was released, and there's like a 10 or so year gap between this one and the most recent one, Scream 5. And so I would imagine that if we do get any of the same characters from the first three films in this one, it'll probably be the last time we see them, because that is a pretty long gap. But who knows? The Halloween franchise keeps bringing Jamie Lee Curtis back, so anything is possible. But again, just like the last couple, I avoided looking at the cover of the disc, so I don't know any of the cast in it. And I'm sure I'll be surprised by a few people. Who knows? Maybe it could be a completely new cast of characters. As I mentioned in the last one, I feel like the other people deserve a bit of a break after everything they've been through, but I'm sure we will still get the familiar, excellent ghost face in one form or another. But don't have too much else to say because I don't have any idea what to expect. Hopefully, you enjoy watching along with me for this one, though. I have it queued up to the very beginning. If you've got it queued up as well, I will do the usual 3, 2, 1 play count. On Playable at Play, we'll be all synced up, ready to watch together. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Whoa, are we getting right into another phone call with this one? No pop song to start us this time. I feel like I know her. Another franchise I want to go through just for fun. Ghostface is active in this movie. So casual. I feel like with the lighting they're doing, she knows Channing Tatum's body by era. That's unreal. I love this intro. I was going to say, with the lighting and everything, it feels like they're doing another spoof movie here at the beginning. Finally, some smart people not answering. Oh, now they're feeling stress. Is he going to say, don't call the cops? Man, she is too brave. Obviously, hasn't watched Scream 1 through 3. Dang, that is a very spookily placed tree, if spookily is a word. I thought it was someone in a costume at first. What the heck, man? Oh, we're starting right out with two ghost faces. I don't know. I feel like this has to be a film in a film. Yep, I freaking knew it. They've made 6 of them now. What the heck, man? I know both of them, but obviously Kristen Bell is very well known. Never would have imagined her in a horror movie. I love the timing of that, but also that's pretty much what I said in either the first or the second one. I had a feeling something like that was about to happen. Love this meta commentary already. We could be in for a wild ride. Me when my friends don't pay attention to a movie I'm showing them. What is going on? This is fantastic. I can't imagine the whole movie's gonna be like this though. Man, are they predicting the plot for the next two Scream movies? There's a lot to take in. I love this. They're getting very clever with the writing already. Question is, can they keep it up though? Because it's easy to make an exciting intro before it trails off. But that conversation makes me think we aren't going to see any of the original characters if they're saying the first three is the trilogy. Hey, it's the symbol on Joel's guitar in The Last of Us. Oh man, that actually got me. I did not expect it to be her. Maybe we will have some good surprises in this after all. Hold up. Is she re pranking her? Did she actually get stabbed? Man, Scream is the most self-aware franchise I think I've ever seen. Yikes, that is so messed up. Love this lighting though, incredible. Genius line. Oh gosh, I think it's for real this time. That's my guess at least. This ghost face seems strong as well to just launch her through the window. Feel like his mask has slimmed down, gotten a bit longer maybe. I'm a fan. Dang, impressive stunt. I don't think she's making it much farther though. Man, his look is so good. I think this one definitely has the record for most deaths early on in the film. That would hurt, even though it's not that strong coming down on the stab wound. Oh, yes. I knew as soon as we saw that shot of him with the knife, we were going to get the actual title. Well, the one thing that has been absolutely consistent through all four is the fantastic openings. Curious what the motivation is going to be for the new Ghostface, though, because Sydney was obviously the connecting link between the others. Wait, is that Sydney? Whoa, it is Sydney, but it's also Allison Brie, community legend. They have doubled the subversion in this because they made me think, oh, we won't have the same cast, only to bring him back. And it is Dewey. His mustache is looking wild in this. Please tell me that's who I think it is in the bed. Dang, this is unbelievable that we have kept the exact same characters from the beginning. I'm not sure if I've seen a horror movie that has done that or a horror franchise that has done that. Like even the Insidious franchise, which is some of my favorite horror films, usually only has Elise as a consistent. Man, she's great as well. Love the color grade and everything of this movie so far. Obviously, when you get into the future, quality gets better. I know it shouldn't be surprising that I recognize all the actors in a more recent film, but such a solid cast already. Oh, okay, expanding the family tree. Yes, another amazing franchise. Love that reference. I don't know if I was just losing it in the last one, but I feel like Ghostface's voice is back to being fantastic in this already. Man, I still can't believe they are treating Ghostface in the movie universe like an icon. He is a sheriff. Look at him go moving up. Oh, okay. Dewey is just a magnet for attractive women. Oh, there you go. Nonfiction was too spooky for her. Is that a euphemism? That has to be the house we started at. This movie already definitely has the same poking fun at itself and everything, but definitely feels a lot more serious. Well, I guess we can take the writing term not super literally. If she hasn't even started. Familiar soundtrack. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with this dude? Way too extra. I think these are the two most unwanted guys on campus. Oh, this is the Trevor we heard about before, I assume. Dang, told him. The music cue. That has to be the Randy of this movie, though. Obsessed with movies and technology and all that. It was a cool camera move. Thankfully, we didn't have to wait too long for a reunion. Allison Brie is so good, man. Are they keeping everybody here because they're afraid someone's following Sydney again? Oh, shoot, man. That's terrifying. I love this, man. It's like a freaking spy thriller now, all of a sudden. That's her car? No way. Did he stash a body in there, maybe? The guy in the back. Damn. Man, well, I certainly didn't get my wish for the characters. They do not get a break. Bro, that's messed up. Not sure there's any rules for the fourth film in a series like there was for a trilogy. Dude is terrible. Or out of the Scream franchise. That's the second time we've focused on the lemon squares. Keep my eye on them. Maybe foreshadowing. Is she going to enter the Force? I love that she hasn't lost the sarcasm. Pretty dynamic duo. Shoot. Interested to see what that version of Gale looks like. Probably similar to the original. Oh, nice. Dewey trying to salvage it. I do like a good lemon square. That's who that other cop was. No wonder his delivery was hilarious before. I'm excited that she's her cousin. Means we'll get a lot of Emma Roberts in this. Means you're a suspect. I mean, that would be a pretty wild twist if all the other events push Sydney to become her own serial killer, to become a to become a serial killer herself. Better way to say it. Allison Brie, man. So entertaining. Feel like that's a direct reference to just Courtney Cox in general. Isn't that where Friends? Isn't that when Friends aired? Oh, that was amazing. Love that line. Still got it, indeed. Felt like a line straight from the first movie. I love that they call out that relationship specifically, though. I feel like I said something similar before. Is her last name in this movie actually Roberts? That's amazing. Dewey's a good reader, man. And he remembers what he reads. Freaking music cues. That's also been a consistent. This dude's definitely giving me big time killer vibes. I don't trust him. The lighting isn't helping his case. Oh man, this has to be an awful flashback for her with climbing in the window and everything like that. Gonna make him a prime suspect in her eyes, no doubt. Couldn't ask for a better person to give you advice on how to survive. What? Dude, this might have the best lighting of all the movies so far. This has been incredible. Making her look like the ultimate villain. If Judy knew her from high school, that would be all the connection you need for another killer. That was a great scene, though. Actually had me on edge. Oh, that is so fitting, dude. I love when they insert stuff like that. Yo! What a fantastic movie to put in here. Speaking of guts, man, I need to rewatch that one. It's been a while. Man, they are on fire with the lines right now. I feel like this is the first movie since the second one that's really captured the same vibe with all the movie references and similar things happening and stuff like that. No way. Are they gonna prank call her? Jada Pinkett Smith would be losing her mind right now that she just is in her underwear in that scene. Is Trevor dead? That'd be the quickest kill of a suspect I've ever seen. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. They can actually see each other from across the way. This might be the most terrifying one in a hot minute. I don't remember if I was the second one was pretty spooky, so I guess in 2 films. I love that she can hear. What if they open it, he's not there, and then he's like, "Wrong closet door," and then he comes out of the other one in her house. Yo, here we go. I called it. That is incredible. Oh, dude, what an amazing sequence. Oh, that would hurt so bad. I mean, in addition to the getting killed part. Dang, man, this ghost face is freaking rough. What a nightmare for Sydney. Because she knows inevitably he's coming for her. Bro, there's so much blood in that room. That is horrifying just having to watch all of that. Oh my, dude, what? Oh, that is disgusting. That might be the most graphic shot of the whole series. The guts was actually foreshadowing. I can't believe it. What a line, dude. This definitely stepped up the writing. Miss the fantastic back and forth between her and Ghostface. What, dude? We're actually getting a battle between them. This is already so unexpected. At least this early in the film. Sydney, what a kick. Very Michael Myers of him to just disappear in a few seconds. Oh, the timing couldn't be more unfortunate for Trevor. I love how they basically said what a potential issue was with at least the third one for me, with the lack of interesting character development and stuff in the beginning of this movie. And already they're fixing that, I guess you could say, with what they're doing with Sydney's character with the lens of somebody else viewing her as like a bad omen and having to grapple with that. Just like your mother? Who said that? Let me at him. That guy sounds way too much like Bill Hader. Now that's something that could really skyrocket a movie in this franchise if he shows up. Well, at least this guy's focusing on the priorities. I love seeing her back in detective mode. Whoa, especially once she says that. She is so amazing. That would be the ultimate team up. Don't disrespect Courtney like that. That's one thing I really missed in the third one was her teaming up with some sort of filming guy. In this case, two people. I'm very similar to her in that regard. She is insane, dude. I feel like she needs to experience being the victim to understand her here. Guess that's how she ended up back at Greendale after she lost her job. Wait, hold up. No chance she's actually gonna be a victim right after I say that. The timing would be impeccable. Not sure you're gonna be there to pick up even if she does call you. Oh, this is amazing, man. I love the silence outside of the sound effects. Oh, man, that would be horrifying. She is alone. She is dead meat. Whoever this ghost face is, he is certainly devious. I'm so afraid he's going to be in the car hiding. Okay, good thing she checked. That'd be a very classic move. Oh man, love the little glimpses. Didn't even see a person, but the shadow was enough. What a shot, dude. She is a goner. Always gotta be a recognizable actress that dies in a Scream movie. Hate that it's Allison. She is so bold getting out of the car. I would be just fine staying in there all night. Feel like it might be smart to lose the heels so you can run faster. Once again, amazing lighting throughout this, though. Dang, I cannot believe she's actually getting killed. I feel bad. I think I cursed her with my line before. Man, I love all the ways this is bringing back the familiar vibe of the first one. What? Dude, I cannot believe he just did that. What a way to send a message. The fact that all that went down right next to this is insane. Oh, she is in peak form at the moment. Look at all these classics, dude. And we even got Death Proof back there. She really did get him, Sydney. Some more great references. That is so disturbing, but at the same time, I could absolutely see that being the plot of the fifth movie. Man, well, so far, this is doing all of those things. Why do they look like that after they say it? Man, they are not taking it seriously enough. Wait, is that mean does that mean there's going to actually be 7 Scream movies? Is that their way of revealing that? Very fitting that I'm treating this series in somewhat of a marathon fashion. Amazing movie right there, The Green Mile. Chocolate milk and cheese, that's really the only food and drink you need. Man, the writing of this movie is excellent so far. Is it the same team with the others or somebody new? Man, this is great stuff. I'm all for the self-aware parody aspect, but I love a good serious scene. Man, I love the use of shadows and reflections and everything like that in this movie. They have certainly brought back the creativity in a big way that was missing mainly just from the third one. in my opinion. Trevor is looking awful bad right now. Do they actually have conventions like this for specific movie series? Because I don't feel like I've ever heard of them. Would be pretty cool though. The perfect disguise. That mask looks good on just about anybody. I'm not sure, but I feel like we've gotten to this particular very clever. I feel like we've gotten to the party sequence quicker than the first movie, so I feel like something different has to happen. Man, I love how literally no aspect Robert Rodriguez. That is brilliant. I would absolutely watch a Robert Rodriguez Scream movie. Love that no aspect of these films is safe from being poked fun at. They are just as rowdy as the crowd in Scream 2. These movies deserve nothing less. I love that we're getting the same footage that we already saw. That's great. What a throwback. Oh man, someone had to have watched her set those up if they know where they all are. Killings are definitely happening. Man, this is such a clever setup because how do you even know if that is a killer? If that is the real ghost face? There's so many masks in there. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that gets more meta than this one. Even the other Scream movies don't reach this level. Dewey's got his game face on. Where's Jada when you need her? Man, they are shameless, dude. It would be fun to just be in a big crowd to rewatch a horror movie like that. Everybody knows the lines and whatnot. Come on, Gail. Surely you've seen the movie. You can anticipate the spooks. Oh no, dude. Gail's about to die right here, isn't she? The scene orchestration is too good with Dewey watching. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh, she took one hit, man. I don't want to lose her. She's made it so far already. Man, and nobody besides Dewey is going to realize anything's going on. It's too loud in there. Just like Scream 2. Oh man, he still got a hit on her. I don't know if that's lethal, but really needed Dewey to be a better shot right there. Man, if this movie kills off a main character like that, they mean business. Oh, that wasn't hers. I don't think I realized that. I love that aspect though. That's so smart. Yes, man. I love all the references. This has the most since the first movie for sure. I was just about to say, do not get out of that car. Oh, come on. That's one of the most obvious rules. Never say that. The whip around. Fantastic. Also, very fitting we get Dead Man Walking shortly after seeing the Green Mile poster. References on references. And I get excited about every single one of them. I'm sure the Scream movies would be just as entertaining, hopefully, if you're not like a huge movie buff or anything like that. But I feel like these, more than any other, are horror movies for big movie fans. Oh gosh, dude, the silence once again. You know something's about to go down. Just as much as the lighting is helping out the feel of this movie, the sound design is also incredible. Oh, he's sleeping, thank goodness. Never mind, pranked him. Oh my gosh, they both die, and the blood keeps getting more and more extra. Look at Ghostface, man, standing there so menacingly. What a shot. Yes, this movie's doing everything right. I love how it looked like the mask was almost just floating in midair just because the rest of his costume is so dark. Also blows my mind how I feel like Nev Campbell has not aged throughout the movies. I'll be right back. This isn't the Terminator. I'm not sure she will be. Why is she looking like she didn't expect it to ring a second time? Oh my, I am worried. The teaser, did he release footage, this madman? Oh, she is still alive, thank goodness. He's stepped up his methods, though, just toying with her by leaving people barely alive. Man, I love whoever does Ghostface's voice. He is incredible. Big mistake. She did come back. Did he already move the bodies? Oh, what a shot, man! That was elite. Man, the cinematography has really stepped it up in this movie. No. What a clever kill. That's devastating, though, right in front of Sydney. Dang, bro, I'm so worried of how this one is going to end because what if Sydney just feels that she can't stay alive because of how many people get killed because of her, supposedly, and so she does something drastic? Man, I don't trust a single soul outside of the big three: Sydney, Gale, and Dewey. And I guess her cousin at this point as well because she got stabbed or cut. Oh man, if they throw in lines like that, I'm so worried she's not going to survive. Man, I trust Dewey, but if there's promises made, it's almost a foregone conclusion that they're at least one of them's going to die. I knew something had to be different. I know my route. I know my movies well enough. Me and Kirby would be good friends. They're basically making it a certainty that Trevor is the prime suspect. And if this is following remake rules, it could likely be him. Oh no. The killer got them all here together. No, do not let her go off by herself. What is happening? His delivery is the most serial killer esque ever. He's doing a great job because no doubt that's intentional. Very gruesome stab wounds. Whoa, man. Get Dewey with Vin Diesel for the Fast and Furious movies. Dude is shredding on the road. Thankfully, this movie has been a bit scary in addition to the gross aspect. Oh man, we're getting a long take. He's about to be a victim. I love how watching these movies very similar to the aspect of the crowd rewatching the Stab movies where I'm getting excited for what's coming up because I know the formula. Man, I am shocked we didn't see Ghostface in the background there in that shot, keeping me on my toes. That was the first music cue that actually got me a little bit. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Of course it's going to be filming right behind him. Just going to have a repeat of the Gale situation. She is torturing him emotionally. But also, Kirby, I'm sure you realize by 2011, Blu ray is a thing. Might want to consider upgrading. Wait, no way, man. Something actually happened there. I thought she was going to pull away at the last second. Maybe she actually does like him. Well, I don't think they're safe right now, but he very well could still come in here. She's great. And they're putting him. Oh, he's got the live feed. Man, this is such a familiar setting to the beginning of the first movie. And he's in the doorway where the girl in Stab 7 got killed. Wait. What? That's genius. That really caught me off guard. I did not expect him to be in the house. Kevin Spacey when he got under fire. Man, I can't believe he got killed off in that way in particular. Looks like Ghostface isn't a fan of modern politics either. If that's what you want to call it. I don't know what other word to use. Man, the first movie also made certain people very obvious killers, and it ended up being them, so Trevor could easily be the killer. Oh gosh, man. At least we can rely on Sydney's kicks. Put her in the UFC. Also, as a horror fan, I do like the increase in blood. Man, Ghostface looks so incredible in this movie. Love the way they're shooting him. She is smart as well, leading him along. Oh man, I thought she was falling all the way off. He could have easily stabbed her, but no doubt he's got plans for her. Man, if Scream 5 is anything like the direction of this movie, I am so stoked for that one. Well, they have established this is kind of the remake of the franchise. There could be two killers, but based off the past couple shots, both Kirby and the deputy are safe from suspicion. I love having her in the scene with her perspective from the first movie. She made the same mistake. Man, that is so good. The rules of the first movie are coming back to bite him, getting people killed. No way. Yo, this is so close to the events of the first movie. This is so accurate. Please tell me he does some trivia. That would be such a good setup and payoff given they were doing trivia before. We are gonna do it. Yo, this is brilliant. I love this so much. Knives. Black Christmas. Oh. Oh no, man. I would have just gotten him killed right there. I am so into this at the moment. Let him finish. Man, they're just calling out the genre with all these references. Horror certainly loves their franchises. Oh, that is so hilariously brilliant. If that actually is correct, they don't let him finish the question, but everything applies. No! Are you kidding me, dude? What the heck is happening? Oh my gosh. That is the most brilliant twist in all the movies so far. I mean, obviously I rewatched Scream 1 in this sitting, but I don't think I was that shocked when I first watched it. That was incredible. What, dude? Everything. No. Bro, how after Scream 3 did I not suspect her? This just shows how well they know their audience that even after 3 other movies, I could not predict this. This is unbelievable. Man, I never knew I needed Emma Roberts as a killer, but here we are. Man, they are just as evil as the first two. Oh, that is brutal. I don't even want to think about how that would feel. Trevor, my guy, I'm sorry I ever suspected you. This movie's writing is too smart because they literally did the same format with Trevor as they did with the first killers. So, of course, they would flip it for the perfect twist. Oh man, this is so uncomfortable. Are they going to start stabbing each other now? Man, she is killing it, but it's so fitting that they started off this movie introducing her as Sydney's cousin, starting with the motivation. Man, this guy is absolutely destroying as well. Love his performance. She is the most brutal killer yet, man. Didn't even didn't even stab a little too deep accidentally. Just straight up killed him. What a line, man. They are killing it. How does Sydney get out of this? Disturbing reality right there. Whoa! No way! They actually kill Sydney right here. I really thought after the first three she had survived it all. This is how to do a horror franchise right, though. I mean, there's still a chance she could be alive. Who knows? Ouch, man. That would hurt. Comparative to everything else, though, that's nothing. Ouch, man. She is committed to the bit. If the cops show up here, they will absolutely believe what she prepared. Oh my gosh, dude. Making it convincing, that's for sure. Surely they can't end the movie with them finding this and her just getting away. Whoa, man, this is insane to watch. Going to such lengths. Is that her book on the table, Sydney's? No way, dude. Bro, what a stunt. That was so cool. I still need Sydney to get up, though. Otherwise, that makes this just so much more dark. What an incredible shot, man. The past and the present. They certainly earned the meta commentary they were doing at the beginning with how shocking and unexpected this third act has been. Oh no, Sydney's still there. I was hoping she was going to be gone. Bro, she is the ultimate ghost face. Everybody believes her. I have expected it to go to the credits right there. Man, how could you not believe her? She is too convincing. Oh, thank goodness. At least one win, but I need to hear about Sydney. Surely, since she's got the fame now, she doesn't need to kill anybody else, though, right? Oh, let's go! Yes! Oh, the look on her face. This is so good. Sydney is about to enter her own ghost face era. Oh man, she's not going to be all right with that prospect. Gonna go back to finish the job. Who knows? This could all be part of Sydney's plan, though. Just setting her up to admit it all. That's my hope. At this point, anything can happen. So happy she's up and speaking. Oh, I didn't even think about that, dude. I just got chills. Hopefully, Dewey can make it in time. I feel like that's just how I talk about the Halloween franchise now. Thank goodness for the moment Sydney is still alive. Oh, I hate that. Poor Sydney, dude. She has gone through more than anybody. Oh my gosh, man. Sydney is taking way too much damage. Please let this be the movie where Dewey doesn't almost die. Come on, Dewey, get up, man. This is too freaking intense right now. Oh, and now Gail's here too. My gosh, my stress is unhealthily high. I mean, thank goodness she saved her, but how did she know to do that? Please tell me Sydney can find something to use as a weapon there. Man, the casting of Emma Roberts is too perfect because I never could have imagined her as a villain, but yet she's making the perfect one. Oh, let's go. This is going to be too satisfying. Please tell me she says clear. Oh, yeah, that's too good. This movie is so clever. I love how it's just perfectly capturing. I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm just enjoying it. Oh, yes. That was definitely the most horrifying of the reanimation parts until Sydney shot her. I totally forgot that that was a thing. Nice. Man, the lines in this movie are just top tier. Every single thing the characters have said in this third act feels iconic. Oh man, if only they knew. Wes Craven, you outdid yourself, man. Kevin Williamson as well. What a script. That was so much better than I expected. It's going to be difficult with recency bias, but I almost may have enjoyed that one more than the first one. It's hard to tell though. I don't really remember everything about my first viewing, just the rewatch most recently. But the fact that this movie had so many perfect callbacks to the first movie and then took everything from the first 3 and turned it on its head to give such a still fresh and surprising experience was extraordinary. Feel like a lot of my thoughts recently have been getting jumbled just because I was so hyped. It was hard to focus on making coherent sentences. As always, want to watch all these cast members. Emma Roberts knocked it out of the park, dude. She was amazing in this. Anthony Anderson, that's his name. I forgot it. Okay, it was a Culkin. There were so many times where I wanted to say, is that Macaulay? because it looked like him, but that explains it. That family's pretty talented. Anna Paquin, that was her. And Lucy Hale, okay, I do know her. Feel like I may recognize Amy Teagarden, but I'm not sure what from. Love how that streak right there almost looked like a number 4. Oh no, is that one of his family members? That's sad. But they got an amazing movie dedicated to him, so I love how, unlike some franchises, the Scream franchise clearly knows its audience and assumedly listens to feedback and all that sort of stuff, because this felt like the most, I'm trying to think of another word besides clever. I've used that too much. I can't though. This feels like the most cleverly written fan service I've seen, because so much of this is just nods to the first film, or at least the other films in the franchise, but most of all the first film. Some things just being ripped straight from it, but yet it was all done in service of the plot and in service of the story and the characters and everything like that. And so it didn't get old or anything like that, and it all felt like it had extra significance rather than just, hey, remember when that happened kind of a thing, which feels like so many franchises or movies or stuff like that just get that wrong, where they just throw out fan service in hopes that it distracts from the insignificance of what's actually happening. Marvel Phase 4. But this movie did everything right, in my opinion. Had such a blast with it. And the fact that out of all the Scream movies I've watched now, the first 4, this had the biggest shocks and twists and turns and stuff, was just mind blowing. Even the fact that they can do that when the entire movie I'm trying to play detective as well and trying to guess and stuff is just so impressive. It's rare when a movie does that. Because even in the first film, I think, if I remember right, when I first watched it, and even rewatching it as well, it's clear that the killers are obvious, but their way of avoiding suspicion is just the movie making them too obvious and commenting on how obvious it is. And so it distracts or makes people think it's going to be somebody else. But this movie veiled them perfectly. They were never even on my radar of being obvious or anything like that. And we just came from a movie where Sydney's brother that she never knew she had was the killer. And so you would think, oh, well, and I think that's why it works here, actually, is because we just came from that. So obviously, you would think, oh, they're not going to do a family member killer again. But it just played so perfectly. But not just the story aspect, which I've been complimenting a lot, obviously, but all of the technical aspects I thought were so well made, from the cinematography to the sound design to the soundtrack. Obviously, you still have to have kind of the fun audience moments with the sound cues and stuff like that that have been there from the beginning. You're not going to just toss that out the window and stuff like that. Still have to make it feel like a Scream movie, but I thought it was all used in a fun way and not in a trying to take itself serious and try and spook you kind of a way. Look at all that footage credits right there. They use so many other movies in this. which I loved. The second one did still have references, but it definitely abandoned the constant repetition of them from the first movie, which I didn't mind. Obviously, I loved the second movie, but I do appreciate all the ways in which they used cinema and cinema history to enhance this one. I cannot wait to see the fifth one now. I really hope it's fantastic. But it's been so long. I wonder if they did get like a new directing team or anything like that. But if Wes Craven has done all four up to this point, no reason to suspect he stops now. So that was amazing. I think I remember hearing people say that the fourth Scream movie is good, but good definitely doesn't cover how I feel about this one from start to finish. That was such a blast, and the time flew by so fast. I feel like this might be the shortest Scream movie in the franchise up to this point. Not 100% sure, but they definitely trimmed all the fat with this one. I don't feel like there's anything you could take out at this point. It all was either intense or hilarious or important for the plot, but everything they did with this one worked for me, and I cannot imagine how much fun this would have been to see in the theater when it first came out with a packed audience, a bunch of Scream fans. If you got to see this in the theater, let me know what the experience was like. If crowds are as rowdy as the ones in Scream 2 and now this movie, I can't imagine they would be, but who knows? I haven't been to one in the theater. But seeing how good three of the movies have been, and even the third one still had a lot of fun aspects to it, even though it wasn't my favorite, I can't wait to see the sixth one in theaters. So I'm glad I'm going through these now. But surely at this point, Sydney and Dewey and Gail have been through all they can, because I feel like this feels like the big culmination of their story at this point. The third one felt like they wrapped up some stuff, but this definitely feels like a better, more official conclusion, especially with so many of the brilliant lines they threw in there. Definitely one of the most quotable horror movies I think I've ever seen. I can already tell, just has so many memorable lines. But also with the huge time gap between this one and the next one, I imagine maybe there's going to be some cameos from some of the actors, which would be cool, or some of the characters, but I would think that it's got to be a new cast for the majority of it. But who knows? This one surprised me because I didn't think there were going to really be any familiar faces, and it was literally all the familiar faces. And so that was really well done. Liked how they did that. But I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this movie. It was so much fun to watch, and can't wait to see the fifth one and then rank all of them after I see that one. But I'm not sure what else I can say about this one. I just really loved it. Had such a fun time with it, and the cast as well that they got for it was just amazing. I know when franchises, when I watch older movies and stuff, I don't recognize everybody, and then when I get to the newer ones, I'm like, oh, I recognize all these people, because obviously that's kind of like my current generation of cinema that I know and stuff like that. But I still think they put together a really great group of actors and actresses that all surprisingly worked really well, that you wouldn't expect. Emma Roberts obviously being the killer was the most shocking, but someone like Alison Brie, who I associate with Community, just a straight up comedy show, you would never think that she would work in a horror film, but the Scream franchise is perfect for actors like that because it's also comedic as well as being more serious and scary at times. And this movie definitely did up the intensity and the suspense, I feel like, maybe the most since I first saw the first one. The second one, though, did have some amazing sequences, especially the climbing through the cop car and then the sound booth or the recording studio, whatever it was. Those two are still incredible. And so I'd put the scenes in this, the spooky scenes, right up there with that and the stuff in the first movie. So I hope they continue that theme and atmosphere with the fifth one coming up next. But again, let me know your thoughts and hope you enjoyed watching along with me for this one. And until the last movie that I have to watch for the franchise before the sixth one comes out, I look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.